Morning. It's Saturday the 18th. It's like, what time is it? 10 past 10. I've been up since 7:30. I just finished my meditations and my gratitude, and I feel really good. I'm feeling really relaxed. This is amazing. It's just like such a turnaround. And it goes to show, with self-love and dedication, you can get out of a dark hole, for sure. Gratitude is key. And try in anything, try in whatever you can to get into a better place. Support others, support yourself. That is super important. I am so grateful for myself, and that might sound conceited to some people. However, I've struggled with loving myself my whole life, appreciating my qualities, my attributes. I have always had quite a negative self-talk, internal dialogue, and so yeah, I'm grateful. I'm super grateful for me, for my resilience and determination, for my willingness and open-mindedness, for my strength. I'm not even going to start. My gratitude list normally takes about 30 minutes when I start it. And just to even think that I can think of that many things, that as I sit here and run through them through my head, that it takes me 30 minutes. This whole situation has changed my life. Simply down to, I'm going to need an extra 2 hours in the morning on top of what I ever done before, just to do my gratitude and meditation. And from knowing myself, it's getting longer, so I'm probably going to need more. I'm probably going to need to make sure I wake up at least 3 to 4 hours before leaving for work. Maybe not. Maybe my work means that I'll be at home. Like, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, super grateful. It's another grey morning, but still, it was really nice to have some rain. I love the smell of rain. Oh, I love the smell of rain. And now that there's hardly no pollution in the air, it smells even better. It smells like when I used to go to the forests and it had been raining. It smells much more like that. I can't imagine how good it smells in the woods now, with everything being wet. Oh, I'd love to go. Yeah. So let's go through where I left off yesterday. I don't even know if I made an entry for yesterday. I know I uploaded an entry yesterday. Oh yeah, yesterday was all about perspective. Well, yeah, it was about perspective, and about, in the end, it was about realizing that I have the personal power to change my perspective no matter how I'm feeling. And sometimes our feelings can dictate the way that we see things, but taking control of that and manipulating that makes a massive difference. I finally got around to clearing out my airing cupboard. Well, when I tell you it snowballed to much more than the airing cupboard, it took me 11 hours. I was cleaning and tidying for 11 hours, so pulled out all the stuff from the airing cupboard, and I'm going to attach a little video in a moment just to show. There was like, you could fill a flat with what I had stuffed in this airing cupboard. No wonder it was stacked up as tall as me. Let me see, and excuse the hair. Oh God, because yeah, watch. I'm currently tackling the cupboard, so I pulled it all out and I'm rearranging and tidying to stack it back in. But this is some of the stuff left. This is some of the stuff going out, but wait for it. It's my candle stuff. And this is my clothes. Look how much shit I've got. It was all in that cupboard. It was like a whole flat's worth of stuff. And I put some treatment in my hair whilst I was doing it because I was like, fuck it. Bare dust. But, you know, it's getting there. Ooh, I need to clear stuff out. Crazy. Yeah, that is what happened. I basically let it all spill out. I had to pull it all out, go through it, decide what needed to go, and then rearrange it, put it all back in neatly. Then, off the back end of it all being out throughout the flat, I also needed to fix the arrangement that I had going on with where I kept all my clothes, which was under my ottoman bed. The ottoman is broke. The hydraulics it broke off of the structure of the metal structure of the bed. Anyway, I have to get a new bed. But I pulled the mattress off. I pulled everything out of the bed. Well, I had to pull the mattress off. Oh my God. Let me show you. Oh my God, you have no idea what's happened. So, managed to get my bed up. Look at my flat. I might be off more than I can chew. Fuck, I'm gonna be here till midnight. Yes, yes. So by the time I had decided what clothes I was donating and what I was keeping, and then arranging it all and figuring out if I could fix the beds, which I couldn't, and yeah, I started it at about 3 o'clock, finished it at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 2 oh mate, but you know what, I'm really glad that I done it. I'm really glad. I needed to clear out, and as I was clearing and sorting and throwing things out, I was doing the same with my thought process and with my emotions, and I was processing, and it was very therapeutic, spiritual, mental, energetic. It was just very representative of what I was going through, and it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. So I'm really glad that I've done it. By the time I actually laid down, I put on just something on the iPad, and I was out. Literally, I didn't watch anything. I just closed my eyes and I fell asleep. And the funny thing is, I was having a dream. I've been dreaming so hard, but I was dreaming about what was going on playing on the iPad over the speaker. It was fucking RuPaul's Drag Race, and I was waiting to take my part in the competition as a drag queen. In my dream, I was literally waiting, and then just as it was getting to my part, I woke up because I was like, "What?" And then I realized it was still playing, and yeah. So apparently, in my dreams, I want to be a drag queen. Yeah, it's on tonight. This week's episode. Maybe that had something to do with it. No, it was totally to do with the audio. Anyway, went back to sleep. Had another dream. I can't remember the second dream now off the top of my head. But yeah, I know it was there and it was quite vivid. Yeah, and then here I am. So I'm just like, just here, grateful to be here. Grateful to know the people that I know. Grateful to have the attributes that I do. I've got a new teddy. This one come out from under the bed. This is cute, huh? Listen, I love a teddy, you know. Big man. Ain't nobody in my bed but me and my teddies. But watch them. I've got better than them. And I'll tell you a little bit about each of them. Where you at? Where you at, Ted? So, the original OGs. This one, look at him. Oh, look at his little face. Ugly little fucker. He's cute. This one I had when I was a baby in the cot. And it's still here. It's still here. Look at him. This one I've had since I was 2 years old. And it's from this place. Apparently it's a very prestige toy shop back in 1984. And my dad had to search high and low for a frog because I was obsessed with frogs. And nowhere done any realistic frogs. There was just nowhere to find teddies that were frogs apart from this place. And apparently it was like super expensive, and it's still really gorgeous. Like the condition is amazing. It feels like velvet. I don't even know what it is. Doesn't say what it's made from. It's only allowed to be dry cleaned, but even still to this day, oh my god, it's just so nice. This doesn't really get cuddled. It's like more ornamental. But it does feel lovely. Absolutely lovely. Then you've got this one, which came from my first ever long-term relationship. And this is a bop. Like, this works as the living cuddle buddy. Like, just the headlocks are real. They're just so good. This one is from another relationship. We had matching ones. I got the cheetah, and they got the lion. I think it was a lion. And again, it's about headlocks all round. This one's really comfy as a cushion as well. And then this one, which come out yesterday, has an awkward story, but I decided to just claim it as my own. So he's been sitting under my bed for over a year. Again, from Hamleys, kind of expensive. And I bought myself one and someone else one on a date. And obviously it was not cool to buy someone a teddy on a date because I never saw or heard anything from them again. The motherfucker should have just given me the teddy back. About I spent big money on a nice teddy. I thought it was cute. They was talking about they ain't got no one to cuddle. They're there in their bed alone. So me, with my naive, fucking, almost innocent self, was thinking, oh, cute, I'll get you something to cuddle. Like, I enjoy cuddling my teddies at night. The slag probably just wouldn't, no, let me not be horrible. I don't know what he was insinuating, or maybe he wasn't insinuating at all. I was just trying to be nice and bought a teddy, and clearly that did not go down well. So I held a little bit of a weird energy over this, and I kept it for a while, thinking, oh, I'll just give it to someone one day. And then when I was sorting through my things yesterday, I thought, I'm going to give it to me. It's cute. It's a koala. And it's really soft. Ooh, so nice. So I got a new addition to the Teddy fam. I don't need no man. I got my own self. I don't need... Yeah. So, again, another day, no medication. Don't need it. The pains in my chest have gone pretty much completely. I'm like, I probably got like 5% pain. I wouldn't even call it pain, it's more of a dull ache. Then the dizziness is subsiding, it's hardly there, it's not anywhere as bad. Oh, my eyes feel so puffy, still so relaxed. Yeah, the dizziness has really calmed down as well. I tend to find that it's as I'm waking up, mostly, I'm feeling dizzy. I definitely believe it was to do with the medication, the beta blockers, and potentially the anxiety. So that's really good. Anxiety is like non-existent this morning, maybe like 1%. And actually it's probably not anxiety, it's probably just excitement, slight excitement. And one thing I'm realizing is that sometimes different emotions can feel quite similar. So it's all about how you shift the perspective on it. Doesn't necessarily mean that you can convince yourself that one emotion is another, because I don't think that's healthy. I think it's healthy to process and understand your emotions. Your emotions are your energetic body communicating with you. So it's important to tune into that and tap into that and try to know yourself and understand your body and your spirit and your mind, your psychological mind. Is really important to be able to understand, your triggers and whatnot. I had a MA meeting last night, and I shared and I said, along the lines of the fact that triggers are super important to know, because I always thought my triggers for smoking were just in one place, but actually realizing that I've got triggers of all sorts of things, and it's not just for smoking. Triggers that then bounce back to want to smoke. And also I realized that the way that I've been dealing with things is by trying to mask it, trying to do something else. Because when I was feeling certain emotions the other day, I didn't want to smoke because I don't want to smoke, but I wanted to eat. I wanted to eat junk. And it's almost like it ties in with the smoking, because it's a little bit self-destructive almost. You know, why do I want to eat junk? I don't really like junk. Well, I like crisps. I'm a sucker for a crisp. Potato chips are my thing. However, I've been like a lot more cautious and held back on eating them, just because they are complete saturated fats and they're not great. But I do love a crisp, and my natural reaction was, I just want to eat them crisps to not feel the feelings that I was feeling. But instead of doing that, I didn't. I faced my shit instead of running away from it or masking it, or suppressing it with something else, with substance, with anything. And it's making me realize, the depth of what addiction personality traits are. Not so much addiction, but self-sabotage, and these things are all kind of interconnected, and it's part of a lack of self-love, which I'm really focusing on improving and increasing. And it's amazing because I've said it already, I'm connecting with some beautiful people. I'm connecting with some really amazing people. One thing I realised the other day is when somebody reaches out to me, I want to help people, so my first reaction is to respond. Now, I responded without going through my own personal process of making sure and ensuring that I was energetically stable and protected against taking on anybody else's energy or anybody else's problem, anybody else's stress or worries, whatever. And it was later in the day I realized that when you respond to somebody in need, somebody in distress, when you respond generally in anything, that is your energetic contract in with that person. So if you're not contractably, or if you're not strong, if you're not stable, if you're not prepared to enter into that contract with that person, you will find that complications arise unexpectedly. So it made me realize that it's super important to really establish my foundations, and not in a selfish way, but in a non-selfish way, that so I can serve other people better, more frequently, more consistently. Because you can't pick someone up if you don't have the strength to do it. Simple. Yeah, and then that was a thought and a realization I had. I would definitely say be aware of that in the future, and learn that lesson. Yeah. Other than that, today I plan to bake birthday cake for my mum because it's her birthday tomorrow. I am going to make either some mixed bean burgers or mixed bean curry. Not sure yet. And I might make the curry because I've already done some lentils which I could then turn into like a dal. Or I could use them in the burgers. They're already seasoned. Whatever, I'm gonna see what happens. So yeah, tomorrow we've got quiz night going on for my mum's birthday. Everybody's baking their own cake. It's so cute. Everybody's baking a cake, bringing a drink to the quiz, and we're all gonna light a candle and say happy birthday for my mum on camera. How cute is that? I'm really excited for her. It's her 60th, so it's a massive milestone birthday for her, and she's gutted because her and my dad were supposed to be travelling for this birthday, and obviously they can't. So yeah, she's a bit gutted about that, but you know, such is life, and she's safe at home, and they're both well and healthy, which is all I care about. So yeah, we're all going to celebrate, have a birthday party quiz night on Zoom call. I'm loving these weekly quiz nights. Like, I'm absolutely loving them. They're so much fun, and I'm gonna start them up with my friends now as well, because I think my family one's gonna start coming to an end. Everybody in the family now it's been going on for, oh my god, it's been going on for a long time, since the beginning of this. And actually no, not everybody in the family has had a go, but all the different groups, all the different families themselves. So all of my dad's siblings have all their families have all taken turns, but my cousins and all of us are now to go, so we'll do that. But yeah, I'm going to start it with my friends as well. And actually another thing that I really thought was really cute that I suggested to my sisters that we do was have a dinner party where we cook the same thing together, and then we all sit down and eat together on camera. Why not? Why not? How cute is that? Like, I love cooking. Obviously we have to find something that we all like and can eat, because I don't eat a lot of the food that they eat, but I can make my own version straight. Like, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. One of my sisters is like, I want to do something fun, and I'm like, I'm good with spaghetti bolognese. Like, lentil bolognese, mate, is banging. Oh my goodness, so good. Could be a lasagna, could be anything. Like, I don't care, just doing it together on camera is really fun. Like, it's really fun. If I can't be there with you in person, then I can do it over technology. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, I'm just gonna get up in a minute, make my smoothie, and then I'm gonna do some studying and more of my aromatherapy, and then I'm gonna get to baking the cake and my dinner. And then I've got an MA meeting, RuPaul's Drag Race, and then bed. That's my day planned. Oh my god, and I'm not even planning on doing my candles. I'm gonna do them tomorrow. I'm gonna have a Sunday of candle making. That'll be fun. Hopefully the sun's not too hot tomorrow, so I don't feel like I've got to go out. But the thing is, I'm at home. I'm at home in the day and the night. I'm up in the morning, so come like 11 o'clock, I'm zonked. Like, I'm really ready to sleep. I've been falling asleep at between 11:30 and 1:30. Up at 7:30. The earlier I go to sleep, the better. But if I fall asleep anything before 11 o'clock, I wake up at like 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Wide awake. It's not working. That doesn't work for me. I'm not trying to be up at that time of the morning. I need a structured sleeping pattern. And it's really important to get the right amount of sleep. But what I've noticed as well is that where I am being a bit more stricter on when I last eat before I go to sleep, giving myself them 4 hours makes a big difference in the quality of the sleep that I'm getting. So it's definitely something I'm also taking into the future with me. I wrote myself a shopping list, which I want to tackle. I've got a little bit of washing to do. Today I really need to get a lot of the stuff out that I'm putting out into recycling. The great thing is that recycling, in the sense that I'm talking about, actually is it's like charity-ish, because the things that I'm going to get rid of where I live, you put them out and literally within 10 to 15 minutes they're gone. It might take a little bit longer now because obviously there's not so many people out and about on the road, but yeah, like people pick things up nicely and take them home and do what they want with them, which is great. So I need to get all of them things out, clear out that last little bit of space, and yeah, I might even pop a little video in at some point to show just how clear the space is. I wish I'd done it before so everybody could see how tall the amount of shit was. Yeah. Anyway, love and light.